wanted Juneau to stay the capital.
Yes.
And I think mostly because a lot of people really think it's kind of unique that we can only get to our area that we call the flats. And just to let you know, so we're just about to come to the edge of the municipality.
Or the Russians, they're two different looks. He said his tribe is Russian.
Right. And so you're saying, do they have two different looks?
Appearances.
Yeah. Mountains are very rounded at the top, and mountains that are rounded at the top are typically long ago were covered in glaciers. And also this back to help feed them and help them to grow. So one of the first towns that we're going to come across, more so than anything, for the fact that there are not necessarily electric, because also for the fact that you know, people are not burning wood out in the villages. Primarily, they're relying on straight area here. And then I'm just gonna,
because it's really far,
right?
And I thought we were gonna fly on a big plane, but it was not a big plane.
No,
it was big, but not.
And I do wish you guys could see it in the fall too, where the snow just starts coming down.
Yes.
The last time I was at work, and you still want to get outside and do stuff, you know.
Oh, there's a cutoff grade. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we'll just. It's so calm out here too, isn't it? So hey, take your time. I'm just gonna hop in real quick, okay?
Okay. I wouldn't want to do this in the snow.
Yeah, you know, it's a different experience. For sure, a different experience. Yeah, especially when you know there's the side that's missing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Missing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, that. Well, and especially the winter when you can't and had a great time. So, yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it.
But he's adventuresome.
He is very adventuresome. Yes.
Has to be.
To me, a scary movie is a lot of adventure.
Yes, that is also true. But I think we're on an adventure.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're here. We gotta make.
Right, you have to. You know, okay at that, but it's a totally different muscle group. You know, you're pulling down.
Yes.
So that's So you can see why like roads that are not paved like that.
Just so different. It's
Right.
such a different culture, so it's more interesting.
Sure. Just a fascinating place to you.
Yes. It's like Eastern Europe. It's fascinating.
Oh yeah, I am also so fascinated by those areas.
Yes.
Metal man.
Okay.
Cool. You're good.
What size feet are these?
14.
14. What are you, Shaquille O'Neal or
Yeah.
something?
Oh, he's much bigger.
Oh, you can get
Here, I should fold over, I think.
And then
Can you
There
do
we
it?
go.
Yeah, I got the following picture.
I think the best picture, I have it on my phone, I can show you guys. Yesterday, I was out on the tour. And this guy that I had on the tour was just, he like needed to go swimming. He wanted to go swimming. So he went swimming in this bluer pond over here. And he walked back in his boxers. And I was standing like right here, and he was right over there in his boxers, and he was like dancing around like a little leprechaun. And it was really, really funny. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It sort of acts like on a good day when it's cooperating, it will sort of act like a trampoline, and you can sort of like bounce around on it. But since it's been really, really hot, it's sort of just like mud right now. But if you have any sunburns or anything like that, people always like to put it on their face. And
So I've been really good about in the mornings. I'm like, got it all.
they don't actually know how old they are, but they feed off of algae.
all year round, and you know, it's more than just a block of ice you'll see. You know, when you think of a glacier, you think of just a giant piece of ice. But as you saw, we've already seen the spider out here.
Yes.
All this moraine that's going on.
Yes.
There's moss out there. There's a huge anatomy behind a glacier, and it's more than just a big, piece of snowpack or a big piece of ice that you might find on the side of a mountain elsewhere.
What about a big piece of ice in the body of water?
In a body of water, that would be an iceberg, I guess.
Just an ice.
Which are the cold ones coming off of the glacier that we're feeling right now. And then there's the adiabatic winds, and those are the warm winds coming from off the glacier on. So actually, usually it feels a lot hotter when you're out. We got some heavy-duty cameras today. We got a video camera, huge Canon camera, little Canon camera.
You want me to film behind you?
That's all need to grab it.
Yeah.
Just want to take a photo.
Okay.
You can see the throw just like scrape right off, and it's not very strong. So when you're ice climbing or doing anything like that, or you're climbing up a piece of ice, this is not the sort of stuff you want your axe to do. It won't hold very well.
Oh, it is?
Which is pretty weird, yeah. I think, it grows on rocks, and then the rocks move.
He brought me up here to work, so I'm working.
Yeah.
Like you did it. I worked in the lodge. You know exactly what that
Cross coach
means.
one other.
Miguel, do you want a picture? Bob, do you want a picture?
Yeah, so the ice is so dense that it actually is just reflecting the color of it. Because the scientific way it works, it's too like the wave like this. The ice is
fly out real quick. And so, you know, it was really a big deal that when long ago, like with the fur trade, or when like other countries, so like eventually the United States started taking over, you know, they started enforcing regulations that, you know, they couldn't do things quite, or their parents how to hunt, or how to make clothing, or how to groups of cultures are Hmong and Samoan. Intelligent culture though too, you know, they
Hardworking.
very hardworking. Yes. I'm very organized. Had a different perspective of the mountains right now. You can see how the traffic is really busy one way.
Yes.
You know, it's like definitely rush hour.